No, it wasn't a delivery for me. There was a mix-up. Tesco came for me, number 10. I'm not number 10. So he's got the wrong house. So he's brought all the trays up to the door. Now he's got to put them back on his van and find the house he's looking for. So I've done my shopping. So now I've done that, as I went out, I stopped the video. So there may be a part 1 and a part 2 again. I tend to start doing that now, especially when I've been, you know, I wouldn't say interrupted. That's rude of me to say that. You know, when somebody's been thinking that, you know, it's for me, I'm going to put that there before I do anything. So, yes, sorry about somebody, well, me having to stop the video. I just want that, just flopping over with the berries. Now there's that I didn't put in. I may cut that stem shorter. And I'm going to put that over here. Just pick that little pumpkin along amongst those. Move some of this greenery of it from it to the back. I need to just... Sorry if I keep getting in the way of you wanting to see. So I've got a little stem of this that I want to attach in. Just, you know, to fill in this at the bottom around the side. Just so it comes out. Right, I've got my wheat, which I've dropped all on floor. Yeah, dropped it all on floor. How clumsy. I'm going to cut these, in fact I'm just cutting 3 down. I don't want to overload these either with the style. Yeah. I'm going to put one actually right there. I'm going to have to tape this one because these are so very delicate. The slight little bit of touch, this is the stem, and the slight bit of touch and it'll bend. They've got no support, nothing. So if I'm pushing it in, you know, the stem like that, it'll just, you know, bend like that, and it's just no good. So I do tend to give it some support, but I'm going to cut it down small. You see, it's just snapped off where I originally cut it. That's just snapped off. So yeah, a bit of support we're going to actually give it. And if I get a little pick and put that with it, so it's got that strength as well on the stem. I hope you can see today. I analysed my video yesterday. Oh my goodness, I think I got it right yesterday. So I've put a marking on the floor where my camera's got to be. So I'm hoping that I've got it right again today. Right, I'm going to put that one there. And in fact, I may actually, let me cut with scissors because there's nothing on it. Use this little pick here, what I had from the other one, where I cut it off. You see, that's also a good idea, you know, with your wired picks. You know, if you've cut half of it off and you've still got the other half left, don't throw it, because if you're doing something tiny like this, you know, they're very good for that as well. I cut that actually shorter. I just needed the strength behind the stem. And I'm going to place that one just coming up. And then I've got the other one. It's broke again, Lord. It's so delicate. I was always told when I was doing the flower courses and that uni course, if you've got anything really delicate, you know, always give it a helping hand. You know, support it with something solid. You know, and that'll keep your arrangement looking really pretty. Now then, do I? No, I'm going to put it on that side. So that's what I've always done ever since. I've always supported anything which really feels very flimsy and very weak, because I don't like throwing things away, especially if they can be used for something. Yeah, that looks better there. Let's just have a look. I'm trying to avoid putting much down here because of the bow. But like I say, I may not even put the bow in, you know, because I think it looks quite nice as it is. There's quite a few more spaces I could put other things. So I could go mad and overload it. Let me just get rid of all the stuff. I'm standing on things under my feet. So I've got these left, I've got those, I've got some more berries there. So what else did we put on the floor? In fact, I know I haven't got blue, but just to set it off. Oh my goodness. We're going to add this. I haven't got any blue in it, but just some blueberries just to set it off. I think may look absolutely wonderful against the colours. Just like that. I will analyse it later, and then once I'm analysing it, if I don't think it looks right, I will pull it out the next day. Because I do tend to not like things, once I've analysed things, I do tend to have a look. And personally, if I don't think they look right, the following day I will remove them. Because to my, professional eye, if it's, if I can see something that's not right, I think some other people may see the same. So, I know what I have got as well. Right, I've got some long grasses. These are papery. These are dried grasses. They're not silk. They're just dried. So I have got those. They're the autumnal. They're very like a deep burgundy at the bottom, leading up to like a coral orange sort of colour. As you can see, it looks better actually if you do it like that. That's the colours that are in it. But then I also do have some orange gypsophilia. Isn't that a beautiful orange for gypsophilia? And it's very, let me just take one out. The stem on them, I mean, yes, they are wired, but at the top, I could just cut these in the centre. but at the top, there's no wire. No wire at the top of these. The wire is just from here down. So they're very floppy. So if you want a floppy feeling, you know, or at the front or anything like that, or even just leaning over the top of the candles, just that floppy feeling, then they'd look nice as well. So let me just have a quick look. I think they may be slightly too much. And I also do think the grass here, because it's really, really long, yeah, that's too much as well. So I'm definitely not putting the grass in. I'm just going to have a look on what other thing that I feel like I want to put in. What else have we got? Oh, we've got lots. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know I had some bigger berries actually. I did have some bigger berries. Where's my bigger berries? Or, let's just see. I've got some berry pits with like a limey green and a bit of a brown on the tip, around the tip of it, like a yellowy brown. I've got those. I know I've got berries in. So I could either put that, because it's got its own foliage on at the top, or just to add a different bit of colour again, because you've got the colour from here and in this pumpkin here, the creamy colour. Had some, you know, these berries or seeds, you know, just in there. Maybe one just under here. Let's see. Maybe one just really deep in with the apple, or even slightly coming out here. So then you'll have your triangle look again. So like that. I think just to give it something different. I won't put no more berries in. You can tend to overload with berries. As much as they are beautiful, you don't want to overload. Got that as well. No, I'm not putting those in either. Let's get rid of the wheat. I don't want those. I do have orange fern, but because we've got a lot of fern in, and the amaranthus, that's, you know, wispy, I don't want to really add more fern on, which is very unlike me. But if I don't want it the same height. I may just have it sitting there actually. And just bring it in. I just don't want to cover what my pumpkins, like that. Now this one. I have to quite like that there. Stick that one out there. Then I'm going to put one just on, leaning on the fern at the bottom. So I want to cut that quite short. And I'll stick it in. just like that. Let me just check. No, it's not come out at the back, so we're on a win-win. I may need some moss to cover those zip. I nearly said zip ties. I was watching videos again last night. And an American lady, and obviously they call them zip ties and not tie wraps. I just keep picking things up. I'm going to stick that in there. Let that just have its little flowing on its own. I've got another one on a stem. Let me sit this up right because I don't want it in, you know, flopping. I just love amaranthus. Again, it's the wispy bit. I need something in that centre to cover that tie wrap. So I may, it's either one piece of the gypsophilia or maybe just a slight bit of greenery. Let me just take. I know, it's just popped up in my eye view. Oops, let me cut it. This is a golden colour, mustardy golden. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, that's so pretty. And I'm going to put that just in there, like that. That is so, so pretty. And I'm still not going to be hiding the fruit either. I'll make sure the fruit doesn't get hidden. I'll just push that leaf back. Just flatten it on there. Don't that look pretty? I don't know even if you can see, I've not even lifted it for you, have I? That's how it's looking at the moment. I really do hope you like it. I'll move it around in different positions so you may get a look of it all in case, you know, I've not got it in shot. But yes, I think that's wonderful. Make a nice little Christmas table decoration. Especially if you want to go all the 360 around it. But I wanted to do a front, I was going to do actually a 360, but as it got on, it started looking more like a front facing one. So I went with it. You know, I didn't alter it, I went with it. And I'm quite happy that I actually did. As you can see moss through it, but that's fine. If you feel that you've finished, you don't want to add anything else, and you just want to leave it, you know, where you can see the moss and make it look natural, then that's all, you know. But like I say, that's fine. You can add more because if you want to carry it on from the back, you can carry it on from the back. I think I just want to get one more amaranthus, and I may cut this up into little pieces. So if I put that away, and I don't want to use that. Oh God, I've got lots of it. Didn't realise how many I'd ordered. Oh, I've ordered some more fern, and I didn't realise how many I've ordered of that either. I opened the pack this morning and there was 10 bunches. And yesterday, I've gone and ordered some more thinking I haven't got enough. And I think I'm going to end up with 20 bunches now, plus what I've got already. So there may be over 30 bunches of fern. So I won't be ordering that for a while, will I? So I didn't realise, I really didn't realise. I should check my stock a bit more often. I just look in the buckets and think, oh, that's going a bit low. I need to order some more. I don't actually take it out of the buckets, not all the time anyway. And I didn't on this occasion. Yeah, And I've got lots of fern. Oh, well, I like it. I like it. So the amaranthus, I'm going to put a few down at the bottom as well, and maybe a couple coming out of the bottom. Instead of just having, I'm not going to use the bow. I think the bow will probably take, you know, spoil the look of it because it'll be a bit too bulky in this side. So I'm going to put some, you know, amaranthus at the bottom, you know, singular ones, some smaller than the others. And that's all I'm going to do with those. So if I'm just going to lean it down, everybody, so I can see where I want it placing. Just, as you can see, we've still got space under the bottom, so that's what I mean, you see. You can still carry on because you've got plenty of space at the bottom to play with. I don't want to carry on because, you know, I will cover, like I say, the tie wrap or zip tie. That will get covered with moss. So you won't see that at all, and also on the back as well, that'll also get covered, so it'll make it look a bit more professional, you know, a finished, you know, product and ready for the customer to, you know, to sell. I do sell my items. I do sell things that I make that you see. Some that I haven't, you may see that I've made or last week. I haven't wrote sold on, basically for the video purpose really, but some of them I've sold. You know, I'm just waiting for the customers to come and collect, and then they won't be on the wall again. But I can make this, you know, make them again. It's not a problem. If you see something that you do like, and you know, and you just say, you know, I saw the pumpkin one, for example, or, you know, this bird one that I did with the bird feeder, could you make it me in yellows? Or that's fine, I can do that for you. Right, I'm going to put these two together, and I'm going to put them coming out here. I'm wondering if I actually need a pick with them because they are very soft at the end. Yeah, let me put the pick on them for a bit more support, just to give, you know, peace of mind for myself as well as, you know, the customer. I mean, this will be up for sale after, you know, I will put a link on. If I haven't put a link on, then I'm sorry if you can't find it. I'm not very good with the with technology. I have to get my son to come, the one who's at work, but he's at work till 8 o'clock tonight, so I have to get him to come and do things. So if you don't see the link, then it's because I'm not going to lie, my son's at work. I got, and my other son, it's his, like I say, his day off. Mondays and Thursdays are his days off. So I don't think I'm going to add any more to that, because I don't want to, you know, take too much away from the pumpkins and the apple in the centre. Let me just get rid of the mess. In fact, let me just add on the moss. And I'm going to get my scorer, just wipe it across the back where if I show you, as you can see, the tie wraps. I'm just going to get some glue on here, wipe it across. I may end up picking a bit more of this up. It can be very messy. And then I'm just going to get the glue, just stick it on. You haven't got to put any force into it. So I need to get rid of any, and I'm going to put moss on there, as you can see, because I haven't covered the top bit. I thought I may put something on. In fact, I could just put a bit of Gypsophilia or the berries just to sit on that moss at the top. So we'll do that. But let me first cover the rest of the tie wraps. Just put that one on there as well. And if I just get a few moss pins as well, because I don't want to, you know, for it to sort of like come off. So I'm going to be all, you know, super sure that it stays in place. Some more in case. In fact, let me just double it up just to be extra sure. And hold it down with the moss pin. Just see the, you may see a few glue strings because, like I say, it does attach to the moss, and because I have put it where the moss is, it's, you know, slightly catching. Just give it another haircut. Can be very fiddly. Lift it up. It's like spider's webs. You can feel it, but you can't always see it. Let's use a wider one. Better. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to hiding things, and now because I've hidden the mechanics at the front here with the flower petal. Let me just get that bit of glue now, I can see that. And I've also hidden the tie wraps at the back with the moss as well, by just putting a bit of glue on top of the tie wraps and attaching the moss, and then just putting a moss pin over the tie wrap onto the, you know, go on, say it, onto the moss and pushing it in. So that's giving it extra hold there. So here, I won't not leave that. So we have got a couple of choices. You either, you know, fill it up with the moss or add something, you know, a flower. I may actually add one of these with a bit, take the greenery off and put the greenery there, because we have got a lot of berries. And I could also, no, they're both the same size, so I could mix them with those and make my own little pick. And that's another thing that you can do. If you've only got a certain amount of something, and you really want to pick, and you know, you maybe have run out of things, just get several bits, even your oddments, you know, odd few flowers together. Also, if you want odd greenery together, you know, tie them up at the back, you know, at the bottom, tape them all up, and then you end up with your own pick. You know, you could put more in than this. You know, you could add your berries, you could even have, you know, those, or anything really. Add as much as you want, you know, and just place them different, you know, areas, some down here, some at the top, and then you end up with your pick, you see. And then you haven't got to worry about buying any. That's another way of, you know, saving on costs. So I want to just cut that off, and then that. And what I'm going to do here, because I can see through, I can see that oasis. I can still see it through above the white pumpkin, the oasis. So that is going to sit really flat there. And then I'm only going to cut these in half, because I just don't want to bring anything out here and make a 360. It's turned into a front facing arrangement. So that's what we're going to keep up with. And I may actually cut this down. Well, you see, I've got my tools all around me again, and I keep picking my scissors up. And the scissors actually are only meant for the ribbon. And I have used them, naughty me, for other things, cutting odd bits of wire. That's how sharp they are. And I'm going to put And like I say, this is just all to hide, you know, things, you know, your mechanics. You can even push this one through if you want. Just slightly lean it in, you know, above the berries, and that's going to hide that. And then I shall just get another one of these small leaves and go onto this side as well. Get another one. No, I don't want to berry, because then it's starting to come out. No, it's going to have to stay with the leaves where they are quite flat to the oasis, because otherwise then, like I say, I'm going to have to start making it bigger by filling all the back of this up. Right, now that's hidden your moss on the top at the back, and that's all you need to do, just something small and compact at the back. I've not really touched that, I've only touched inside at the top. So if I just get rid of all this under here. So that's what we have. By just using those small little oddments, you can get to cover up your oasis instead of actually using big stems or fresh, you know, your new stems. You can just cut up your oddments and then just place them inside as well. So, excuse me everybody. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's what we've done for today. As I promised, a little candle holder, something I had in my bedroom. You know, didn't even have anything on it. It was very plain. And by just putting, you know, your candles in, whether it be these, I've got silver ones that I got out to check if I could, you know, the silver against the reds. I've also got the white ivory, the white ones, the red ones. You can get all different colours. But once I realised I was going to use the red pumpkin, it had to be the red candles. So if I just come round with it and just get a closer view of what it looks like. I hope you can see that, everybody. You know, I will bring it slightly down so you can see the top of the candles and the, you know, the wispy bits around it. And then also as you're getting closer, and then your blueberries. Your blueberries are just setting it off really nice as well. And it also, like I say, gives that autumnal look. And then at the bottom, you've got your amaranthus sticking out here with your gold leaf and your crystallised apple and your orange berries as well, and your wheat. And also, don't forget your lovely cream coloured maple leaves and your red. So I hope you all enjoyed that, everybody. Thanks again. I'm sorry for being disturbed again. But I do really hope that you like it. And, you know, give it a go if you've got anything, you know, of something like that, or even just a normal candlestick holder. You can always, you know, wrap the Oasis around the stem of the candle holder and, you know, work around it in a 360 degrees. So, like I say, I hope you like that. And let me just take it back and place it down. So, oops, I've got something underneath. Cut-offs. So yes, it was nice to do something different. I quite enjoyed that, and I hope it's you know, lovely. And thanks again for all your comments. And I can't wait to do another video. I am considering doing some videos this weekend as well, so keep tuned for that. And please subscribe to your friends and share as well, and give me the thumbs up. You know, because I am really, really touched about your comments. I'm really touched about all the new subscribers. It's very overwhelming for me because I've never had it before, with this being the, you know, first time doing videos. So have a great day, and have a good evening. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.